What's up, what's up? It's your boy Seam. Welcome back to The Dream. I got two special guests here with me today. It's crazy because this is my first episode of the season. And I got two guests in one. Check me out. Stop playing.
Yeah,
but alright.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. But let's first start off. I want to introduce you. I want y'all to introduce yourself. You know what I mean? So who want to start first?
Well, artist start first. I'm Nas. Artist, content creator. Follow me on Instagram at NVHSIR.
I mean, say it with your chest. So
Oh yeah, NVHSIR.
Hey, follow him there. All right. What about you, man?
Alright, yo guys, it's Von Vino. Literally the same exact way you spell it on every single platform. 2 I's and it's, and it's a Von Vino after that.
Nice.
You can follow both of us at
Noanswerofficial.
Our official duo group.
Yeah.
Right here at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you go follow him.
Follow that.
But with that being said, y'all know this is a dream, and we all about chasing our dream. You know what I mean? So before we even get started, I got 3 top questions that I always ask my guests before they come on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it would be like, where you from? What's your dream, and how you chasing it? All right. So we want to bounce back and forth to the both of you, just to dig in more what's the dream? You know what I mean, for the both of you. So Nas, we gonna start with you.
Yeah.
Where you from, man?
So I'm from Philadelphia here, uptown, from the uptown folks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Uptown, yeah. Uptown, yes sir. I would say the dream is.
What's the dream?
What's the dream? To really just be well-rounded in my skills and talents.
Okay.
And to bring that to the world.
What's your skills?
I was about to say, what's those skills?
I would say writing music, artist, singing, acting, doing different things.
Check them out.
Just all of it. You know what I mean? So that's the dream for me. Yes sir.
Okay. And how you chasing this dream?
I'm really just making content every day, putting in the work. Linking up with friends, especially Trayvon, him in the vlogs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just being a part of that, and also recording some songs. So that's how I'm chasing that.
And like I said, y'all can follow him. You know what I mean, on Instagram. He got YouTube. This is actually my boy in the back. I don't think he wants us to play nothing yet.
Yeah, don't play anything. Play some with us in it. Don't play just me. Just play.
But check him out. Moral of the story is check him out. All right,
Yeah.
so Trey, what about you, man? Where you from? What's your dream? How you
Basically mirror him.
Okay.
Basically the same nigga, just 2 different shades.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, so I'm from Philly, uptown, whatever you want to call it. Same dream, but the way I would describe it is that I just want to be a creator. So I want to go 100% at creating whatever it is, if it's movies,
Right.
art, music, YouTube videos, films. Literally, I'm just a not the create. I'm not just gonna say creating albums. I like to create things, whether it's inventions, any form of art, and that's just my passion. What I love to do right now is the YouTube wave, and I'm really locked in on an artist because I wanted to be an artist since I was 10 years old. He knows.
Yeah, I know.
We both started to do the same thing. We literally have been following the same path since we were young.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's so fire. I swear that's fire.
Middle school.
Probably before that.
Right,
Before we
okay.
knew each other.
Okay.
But the way I'm trying to stay on track to attain that is locking in and making sure I'm buying everything I need to buy.
Investing in yourself?
Investing in myself. I just bought it like I was talking about earlier, I just bought it a 3K plus gimbal.
Yeah.
DJI RS4, I know about that. The flagship one, that shit is expensive.
Okay. How is treating you right now? How long you had it for?
Literally a week.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
this is brand new. Oh, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. No, for real. See, I ain't get mine yet.
I got do mine right
Hey, the aperture light that we using right now, I just bought one of the 2 versions. Look,
so
my
bad.
vlog cam,
the camera we using,
I got the lens for it.
Check them out.
On the lens.
That joint fire though. It's a real smooth joint. You can easy pull out.
Yeah, this is my point and shoot. I got 4 different cameras now. I really feel like I'm really getting to the point where I wanted to do 4 years ago where I was I want this, I want that, just to start. But now I'm just instead of just worrying about the equipment and stuff, it's really about the creating aspect.
Exactly.
If you out there and you are a creator and you're thinking I gotta do this, that, and the third to start, don't do it. Look at money, not serious.
Exactly.
You got 10K followers off of just filming videos off his phone.
Exactly.
That shit's inspirational.
Exactly.
This niggas inspires me
Exactly.
every day.
Same here.
All people on the earth, I don't say this enough to him, but I'm so proud of this man.
Thank you.
And everything he do, not a lot of stuff. He be doing some
Love
crazy
it.
stuff, but in terms of the creative space,
Right.
that man
He get active.
He be work.
Right.
People don't think he be working, but he's always busy. He had interviews. He at my house making music.
Yeah.
Or no answer stuff. He out there doing stuff.
He making a move.
Shout out Bob Boy Mike.
Shout out Moomba,
Francis,
Candy,
shout out
Candy, Kids Next Door.
Our girl Dia, we out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
Out here vlogging. He got a whole YouTube channel. 10K followers is crazy.
Yeah.
So if you
It's
ever
out the muscle. I said just off the muscle.
All the muscles. So if you ever
Off the
feel like
muscle.
you just don't know where to start, you should never know where you need to start. You should always just go.
Exactly.
That's my motto now. Is how to
Exactly.
keep on track. Is just
Yeah.
go. Don't think, just do.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you have a little bit of plan there.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah,
never
yeah,
let
always
the
have
plan,
plan.
never let the plan blind you
Yeah.
from you doing what you want to do and you creating.
Right.
Because it's always going to make the product way worse than you think it's going to be. If you don't start somewhere, it's never going to start. It's never going to start.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
And it was just funny that that I am interviewing them at the same time because, like they said, they both like basically got like the same passions and dreams and stuff like that. But also they grew up together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought
Yeah.
that was really interesting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you said, you go back like what 10, like 10,
Middle school.
what, 10
Probably like
years old?
7th, 8th grade.
7
Yeah.
years. Okay.
No, I
So they
think
go
eighth
like
grade, eighth grade.
go way back. Man, how old y'all now? Y'all about like what? 25.
Yeah.
All right. So like that's some years in.
That's like
Yeah.
that's probably
Boy,
like 15.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that's like
some
15,
years
like,
in,
yeah,
like to
yeah.
really be locked in with your friend and y'all both
Mhm.
like just like keeping each other aligned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like within chasing that dream, I feel like that's really dope.
Yeah,
So like today, like where do y'all see like just I would say like let's take it back. We're gonna say high school.
High school. Okay.
Let me take it back to high school. So from high school, like was this always the dream? Like for y'all like to be like
our dream never changed.
do music together,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
do
we used to
music
be like-
together.
So the music thing came from. We always did music apart from each other. And we was
Right.
like, we always been friends, but we never.
Yeah,
like,
we
they-
never
they
link up.
created-
Yeah,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
The high
So
school
when
thing
did the
came-
creator start?
We had this music club. You could go if you want
What's
to,
it?
because you gonna say the tell
Yeah.
the story.
Right.
It wasn't. It was 11th grade, right?
I think it was 11th grade when we got.
We went to the new building with the Thurman.
Yeah, Thurman. Yeah, his name
Yeah.
is Mr. Thurman.
Shout out Thurman.
Shout out.
We got this
Shout out.
program where they invested money into creative access. So
Yeah.
they got like,
Okay.
camera access, camera equipment, IMAX, and music studio. They
Yeah,
got Logic
yeah.
on the.
Like little
On
studio,
the
garage
they
band.
got,
Yeah, I remember that. Okay,
invested in
okay.
all this equipment,
Mhm.
and so like they would have like extra like stuff. Like he would let us stay in the class even after school.
Yeah, after school.
And me and Nas would
Nice.
be usually like one of the two people out of like the probably like 4
Yeah,
or 5
everybody that was just in there.
that would be in there
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
periods, between lunch and
Uh-huh.
after school. Like we
Yeah.
be spending like hours and hours after school, probably like until
Yeah.
like 3. We get out at like 3:00. We probably be in until like 6
Like
until
3,
yeah,
until
like
they
so
kick
you
us
guys
out.
like,
Yeah.
we really wanted
Yeah.
to
It
do
was
this.
cooking.
Yeah,
So then,
we
like
was-
when we start
Okay.
realizing like, yo, we both want to do this, so why not? So I was
That's
like,
yeah, that's me.
I don't know if it was me or him. So one
Mhm.
of us came to each other and we was like, yo, why don't we just make a duo or a group and start
Right.
just post stuff together?
This was in school, right?
This is in high school. Yeah,
And
this
I
was in high
and I
school.
was-
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with the.
No,
I came
you
up
came up with the name.
I came up with the name, but I don't know who came up with the abbreviation. I was like, yo, what about NA? And then I went home
Yeah.
and think about it. I was like,
Yeah.
NA could mean a non-thing, not available. We play words on it. It
Yeah,
means
no
no
answer.
answer, but
Yeah.
we also say no, not
Okay.
available
Yeah.
sometimes too.
Because it was like, I feel like, because his stage name back then was Anonymous.
And his was
And mine
Nasir.
was Nas.
And
Yeah,
we
Nasir.
combined
Yeah,
it.
combined it.
Yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
okay,
because he was like,
okay.
NA.
He had his logo. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah. He was like,
yeah.
Anonymous. Yeah. I was
Because my
like,
stage name was gonna be Non, then I changed the
he changed the description. Yeah, he changed it.
So was the dream always to go into music together as a group, or was it always to be
Nah.
independent?
Not necessarily as a group, but this kind of just happened where
It
it was
just
like
happened, yeah.
our paths merged because like we was
Yeah.
just doing it, so why
Yeah.
not?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't post frequently, but we always are working together.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
there's
makes
no
sense.
point in not making it.
Right.
It makes
Yeah.
sense to always have that name by it.
Mhm.
If we ever do get big enough, where Nipsey will be attached to No Answer, Christian will be attached to No Answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can always have our own separate thing like we do
Mhm.
right now. I have
Right.
my stuff, he has his stuff. Like he's way bigger than me, obviously, but pause. But yeah.
Crazy.
We know what you mean.
We know. But no, I would say like our first song was, remember What's Up With You?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I tried.
He was a remix.
he
That was
showed
our
me this
first song together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made this song about this girl. He's like, he came to me after school. He's like, yo, bro, why you listen to this girl? Listen to him, bro. This is most a dude. He's a dweeb.
Yeah, I
High
was.
school,
I
bro. He
was.
used to do
I
love
was.
songs for girls.
Yeah, that's where
I
it
was like,
started.
yo,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but the song was hot though. The song was like for like two young boys in high school,
Mhm.
just turning 14, 13,
Right,
like
right,
the
right.
first year, and listening and like hearing what we heard. Like we thought we was on top. Like this shit
Yeah,
was
that was
crazy.
real hot. Yeah, that beat
I was
was
like,
hot.
let me get this beat. And he gave me the beat, and I got a verse on it.
Yeah.
And then that was our very first song together.
Yeah,
He was like, yo, we might as well release this together. So
yeah, we on SoundCloud. Yeah,
I do think it's fire how y'all kept this dream alive, like since y'all was young.
Yeah,
it was hard.
Yeah, it was.
But look where you at now.
Different paths, we always keep
Right.
together.
And y'all, but you still keeping at it. You know what I mean? You ain't giving up. So that's
true.
That's the beauty of it.
I ain't never gonna quit at this.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Don't stop.
Don't do this.
Don't stop. You still young. You still got hella time to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? I be feeling the same way and shit like that. But like, you always like it really starts within yourself. Like, that's you mentally telling yourself. Don't keep telling yourself that mentally because you gonna start really believing that shit. Like, you are young. You 25 years old.
Yeah.
You 25 years old. I'm 26. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we still young, bro. We still young.
We
You
are.
know what I mean? We are still like we're not even in our
come
prime
on.
yet. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do that.
And next 5 years, you all gonna be up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
if you really just stay
real
down
stuff,
and stay
real stuff.
dedicated and shit like that, like, you really gotta like think about like your top, like think about your idols and stuff that you look up to. You know what I mean? Like in their 20s, they had to grind that shit out. They wasn't top tier. You know what I mean? Yeah, they gotta grind. They gotta grind. Yeah, except for the lucky. But I'm saying like you gotta grind this shit out. It's not. It don't happen overnight. It don't happen overnight. Like so, as long as you keep working, and be like, as long as you keep working and be. You know what I mean?
That's right. No, that's right. Yeah.
You're gonna be good. But we already know how long y'all been doing as artists, you know, in the artist world, music world, and all that stuff. So I don't really got y'all already answered that question. So I don't really got to talk too much about that.
Okay.
But I do want to ask you, like, what drives you to make music? Any one of y'all can answer this question. But like, what drives you to make music?
I think.
Good question.
I feel like you was about to. You already got something.
What drives you to make music? You know what I mean?
I would say, like, what drives me to make music? I would say just like certain situations that I get in. That kind of drives me. Like I can just whatever pain I go through, I kind of put that into the music. I express it with the music. I remember one time, you probably remember this, but I was going through something, and I called him one day, and we were talking about it, and he was, and he was no,
I'm cracking. He took just
right, yeah, he's on right. So he called me. And we were talking about it, and he was like, yo, whatever you're going through, put that into music.
Right.
Like, whatever you're going through, put that into something positive. Like, don't stay there, because then you're going to be stuck. And I remember when he told me that, like, a long time ago, and I was like, wow.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got, me too. I be able to take my own advice, too.
My darkest times was all from poems that were translated into music or translated into beats.
Yeah.
Because there's always something. I'm always trying to do something with music. I learned how to produce so I can get that out there.
Right.
He did, yeah.
Right.
Do that, whatever. But just to sum up what he's saying, I think is this: what drives us to make music is essentially expressive emotion. So like happiness, sadness, depression, whatever, anything can translate into music.
Yeah.
And it could translate even if it's negative into something positive. That's why I love music, because you can literally be feeling like a damn murderer. You can be feeling like Ted Bundy, like type shit.
Not for real.
And you could translate. It's crazy that you can translate some shit like that to music. Like you listen to y'all listen to Kendrick.
Yeah,
he can talk about some crazy shit in his rap.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But always like when you listen, you really like dive into it. You hear it. It's like he paint this beautiful story out of something that's something completely different.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like
having that.
I know what you mean. It's feel like when we listen to music, like everybody got like their own like their own perspective, like of like what they hearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because I'm not even gonna lie, like music, I love music.
Yeah,
music is very therapeutic. You know what I mean? So I feel like when I do listen to music, like it, even like if I'm happy, sad, down, you know what I mean? Like it always bring me like up in a way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's like because me, I like to listen to like motivational speeches and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I'm more into like posts and stuff like that. But like in music, it make it like.
Yeah, like you said, it's like
builds it up.
Yeah, it's like So. But yeah, like with that, I feel like everybody get their own perspective of like what they hearing. You know what I mean? Like they like or like you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's another thing I love about music is that you can literally make art and whatever you put out in the world, it can be perceived as anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Which you got everything to do with you personally, but a lot of motherfuckers out there can relate.
You can relate in a different way. You can look at the reaction like, damn, I didn't even think about it that way. It's crazy. And then
everybody relates
like
in a different way.
Crazy like that, where it's never ended, it's always expansive.
Right.
It's not for real. Because it's like it can go so many places no matter what.
Right.
And
so
it makes you thrive.
At this moment right now, you doing music?
Yeah, I do music. I edit.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gets it.
All right, cool.
He's great. He's great at it.
Just gotta clear that out. So go follow my boy.
Yeah, go
All
follow him right
but I asked that question because my next follow-up question is gonna be about performing. So like, do you guys get out there and perform?
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Okay. How you feel about performing though?
How many shows did you do?
Together, probably 3. Like our very first one was BSU Temple.
Oh yeah, Temple.
You forgot about that
one.
one.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
okay.
like I was saying, we've been doing this for a minute.
Okay.
That's like I said when I was in high school, like not high school, college, CCP. But every time I get out of CCP, I come straight to Temple.
Yeah,
that was my
always
little
shit. Right.
CCP, the atmosphere in CCP sucks.
It's a community college.
Yes.
Ain't nothing going on over
If
there.
you don't got friends there, you're a cook.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I go straight to Temple and my brain, my endorphins start flowing. That's when everything really happened. Like we performed all of our performances in the Temple area. So our first one was BSU Temple. We performed our now released freestyle Cold.
Okay. Yeah, Cold. Yeah,
that's part of our raw songs. Yeah, that was our very first verse. But like, it's nerve wracking as hell. I think we did like 4 performances too. It's nerve wracking as hell. But once
what makes you more nervous? Like what really like trigger your nerves?
You mean like people watching?
Is that what it is?
We talking about like that?
Like when you
it's not stage fright, but it's like a form of it. It's like stage anxiety.
Okay.
It's like not knowing what's gonna happen or what could go wrong or who
watching.
You
never know when that probably.
It was one our last performance, I think.
I
made these old ass.
Oh yeah.
Some of not all my music is vulgar, but like this specific song, like I was a little. I mean, like this one song I was cursing a lot and saying a lot of crazy stuff. Made these old people get up.
This is at Temple at a fashion show.
Cause I don't know, bro. Just told me to come out and perform. I didn't really know what it was. He said, "Yo, come out, perform."
Yeah, that show that was.
And it was like our last song was a little hooded show.
That was a great show.
And
that was a great show.
I was feeling myself, so I was a little aggressive on the mic, and it was like I couldn't see because the light, like when you on stage, bright ass light shit, so you can't see. But I saw niggas walking. I didn't see it, but afterwards I watched the video, and then Nasir was like, "Yo, you saw."
Wait, so what you said? It was the older people.
It was older people.
I feel like
it was like for an art show.
I feel like that's valid though because they was older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't hear that. They didn't want to hear that.
I got other music.
That's what I'm saying, and I know you do. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like the crowd is going to just react like, yeah, basically.
But
I understand that. That's one of the stage fright things I was talking about. Like you don't know what kind of audience you're walking out to because with us, it's not paid shows, it's open mic. So you just coming out to random people that don't know, and you don't know if they gonna fuck with you, shit like that.
So I'm gonna ask this. Do you think you should be cautious about like what you perform when you go to these type of settings and stuff like that? Because like
depends on what kind of show it is. If it's like a school oriented event,
keep it clean.
But if it's an open mic, no.
This was an open mic, was that right?
Yeah, but it was for the school though. Like it was like school.
Yeah, I didn't know it was for the school until afterwards. I thought it was
like a joint. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't go to Temple, so he just told me to come out and perform. Yo, it's for this event thing, for this art show. I didn't know. I didn't know what art show was. I was just a random thing.
No, fashion. It was fashion show.
Fashion show.
The Black History. It was Black History Month.
Cool. These are the songs.
It was Black History Month.
Oh damn!
It was Black History Month.
Know that.
It was Black History Month. We was kept up the storm.
But yeah, it was like a regular open mic that's in the city, that's independently hosted. I mean, it's an open mic. You go there to express yourself.
Right. No, for sure. Like open. That is what an open mic supposed to be. But I was just thinking of the fact that it was at a school or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
Like,
I'm cooked.
Yeah, that's
they ended the song. The song is longer, but they ended it a little early. Like they cut it. They cut it. Yeah, they cut it. If we were just up there quiet, they was like, all right, that's it. For Nasir and Trayvon, no answer. Like that was it. Yeah. We were just like, all right.
Crazy as hell.
It was Corey's show. It was Corey's show.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Last year.
It was last year?
Yeah.
Did you learn your lesson? Did you learn a lesson from that? Like just learn did you learn anything from it?
As a person that don't perform, obviously you gotta do it to understand.
That wasn't your first time performing, was it?
No.
Third.
That was the third time.
Third-ish. Like in front of I was like, we performed once in high school, but I was like,
I was like, yeah.
But like actual crowd, yeah. You definitely learn from it because obviously you never.
Yeah.
Like I said,
bet
coming
that's
up on the
nerve-wracking.
stage, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're a
that's right.
performing artist. It's like
That's right.
like doing live theater, like in WWE.
Mhm.
Anything that's performing arts is like,
Especially like coming coming out as a as a
artist. That's the worst thing. Everything I can get on the stage. I know my lyrics. I know my music.
Mhm.
I've been doing this for a minute.
Mhm.
That ain't hard. I could literally rap a verse right now, but the waiting is like going up on a roller coaster, and the roller coaster is never coming down.
Mhm.
You're just going up,
On the
and
way
then you
down,
get
on the way down.
nauseous.
Right.
And we
I
usually
know
take
what
you to
you
the
mean.
last performance too, so it's just
Mhm.
like you there for 3 hours,
Yeah.
pacing back and forth, thinking you gonna forget your
Waiting,
lyrics.
right.
Oh
and you
yeah, oh
finally
yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah, oh yeah.
and then
I've
your
done it a couple
stomach and
times.
your heart drop. As soon
Yeah,
as
I
they
bet
call
you
your
nervous
name.
the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's nerve wracking as hell.
That's just anxiety.
The way you came out was dope.
Yeah, we keep.
I know it's a lot. I mean, I don't know nothing about it. I'm performing stuff like that.
One
but,
day.
It's fun though.
One
He
day.
said one day.
It's
Yeah, one day,
definitely
we'll get
it's
you one
fun.
day.
It's fun.
We can get in the studio one day.
One day, I guess. Let me start.
We can get you on an interlude.
But no,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be doing like live podcasting and stuff one day. You know what I mean? So I guess I want to do something like that. You know what I mean? I'm in front of
That's
like
dope.
a
That's
crowd of
fire.
people. and
Imagine
stuff
doing a
like that.
podcast out on the street, just like
That'd be fire.
People can just walk up.
You know, that'd be
That'd
fire.
be fire.
I never thought nothing like that.
this one we got.
Look, hold up.
We got something going. Hold on, we got something going.
Okay.
You
Alright.
can
You
be
got-
in.
you got full work.
For real. So, all right. So let's get a little personal. All right. So we talked about we know what they got going on. No, not like that. Not too personal. Not too personal. But like it's like personal questions like that I thought of, like, you know what I mean, that could relate, you know, like so they could dig more into y'all, know more about y'all.
Mhm.
All right. So my first question, I'm gonna say, who are you, like, all right, so like right now, because we all chasing the dream.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We all chasing the dream nowadays. So who would you say is your 3 top people that's in your corner that keeps you motivated,
Oh,
keeps you influenced? You know what I mean? That keep you going. Who
I would
you
say my mom for sure.
Nice.
My mom, Trayvon.
Okay.
You know, because he be on me. He
Right.
be on
That's
me
what's
about
up.
liking
That's
it.
what's
You know
up.
what I'm
You
saying?
need those type
Like,
of friends. Hell yeah.
They be on me. And I would say probably like I can't think of anybody else. Like probably my mom, friends, family.
Okay.
Probably like my mom, friends, family. Only reason why, because like my mom, like even when I'm going through stuff and I don't really tell her everything, she just feels it because, like, you know, it's my mom, I'm her son.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to mom, right? So she really keeps me grounded and everything. And she always tells me, like, you know how powerful you are, you know how great you are.
You was
and,
telling me that earlier.
Yeah,
I think that's
and-
so decent, right?
Yeah, and normally, like, sometimes we forget. Yeah, really.
No,
Like,
for real.
I feel like certain times that we kind of forget, like, who we are. We need to be reminded about who we are. And as far as with Trayvon, it's like, he's been like motivating me since like day one. Vino, he's been like motivating me since day one. Like anytime I go through anything with like the woman or something, he always like, bro, you gotta lock
This
in.
nigga cannot.
You gotta. I know.
He cannot chill with the female.
I know. I'm always getting distracted. Like, but he
Right.
be like, yo, you gotta lock in. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. But I always drift off. But whenever I drift off, he always tell me like, yo,
Right.
we got this. We gotta do that. And that keeps me like, all right. I need.
Like,
to
hey, Nas, you're getting distracted again.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's like, nah, yo.
Right, I fucks with that. I fucks with that.
Yeah, so yeah, he
nah.
more. This the clean version of him. But
That,
he
but no,
more
I
aggressive.
feel like that's dope. That's
Mhm.
dope to have. So you said your mom, you said Trayvon. Who else was it?
Like I can't really think of anybody else.
I
but,
mean,
like, those
that's
two
that don't
like-
have to be 3. It don't
Oh,
have to be
okay,
3.
yeah,
I think
my
that's
mom
dope
said
to have
mine,
a
yeah.
friend. You know what I mean? Because I'm even gonna be like, I don't have friends. I was just say I don't have friends.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope to have a friend like on the side of you to like keep you motivated. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because sometimes when you alone and you gotta pick yourself up every
Yeah.
time and shit like that, like it gets very
Yeah.
very hurt. It gets very hurt.
Um,
So
Yeah.
just having anybody out there that got somebody, you know, like
keep him there.
keep
Keep him
them.
as,
Don't push
Yeah.
them type of people away. Because I swear to
especially if
God,
they've been there for a
being
minute.
alone, like everybody want to be alone. You know what I mean? Like everybody want to be alone. It's every now and then. I know because being alone is very peaceful. There's nothing wrong with being alone. Being alone is very peaceful. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about nothing. So I really understand people wholeheartedly that wanted to be left alone and shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, when you really got like somebody in your corner that's really like just trying to pour into you, like help you out and shit like that. Like we know it's not perfect, but you got that. Yeah, that one. You know what I mean? Keep that person around. You know what I mean? Like, hey, everything ain't gonna be peaches and everything gonna be cream. And it ain't gonna be perfect. But you know what I mean? Let that this.
And they don't gotta be like right by your side.
No, for sure.
That.
No, real shit. Just like, just
keep
let
them
him
there.
in. Yeah, real shit. 'Cause I know a lot of people, they just try to push that shit away.
Yeah, that's what people talk about.
Yeah.
We talked about that, right?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's life. I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody
Shit
go through their
happen,
trials and they go through their tribulations and stuff like that. It happens. But I just wish I did have somebody, you know what I mean, pick me up. Because, like, this picking you up. What I do is, though, I talk to myself in the mirror. That helps. Like, when you really do, like, talk to yourself in the mirror, like, that shit really helps. You gotta talk to yourself out loud. You know what I mean? And really mean and shit. Like, that shit helped me so bad.
I got a take on that, which is even more crazier than that.
But
So when I was growing up as a creative, this might sound a little same. I'm a creative. But growing up through high school, I got through a lot of shit by creating these characters in my head, right?
yeah, I know what you mean. Go ahead. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I gave these characters different emotions and different responsibilities in my head to sort shit out. And as I grew up, they became like less of like they're still characters, but they became less of characters, and I use them when I don't literally have nothing else. I be like, I remember back to whatever back then, be like, where y'all at to help me figure this out? It's still me. I'm still talking to myself, but it's like it's not dissociative identity type thing, but like to be able to easier to make it work out.
Yeah.
When I'm like thinking about it, because I don't talk out loud, but I use the different thing to use different characters in my head to talk to myself.
I think. I mean. I don't think that's crazy.
No, I mean, it's
not for creative.
I can relate.
Some niggas out there.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that. And like, especially you saying you was younger.
Sound crazy.
Yeah, it was like for us,
like being
freshman year, like yeah.
Like yeah, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't like. I talk to myself a lot, y'all. Like even if it's in my head out loud, I live alone. You know what I mean? So I'm always talking to myself. Like literally, I can really be having a bad day. I could be going through some crazy shit, you know what I mean? And I know I'm distracted. I'm on my phone or I'm like dwelling on a situation and some shit like that. And I know I got this work in front of me, bro. I would literally like get out. I would curse myself out like, bro, get out your feelings, nigga. Like do this work. Like who else going to be there to say it? Who else will be there to say it? So it's like really that shit. No, real shit. That shit will like really snap into me. Like I really gotta be there for myself. I don't have nobody else there. So I'm saying like it's always decent to be by yourself. It makes you like a stronger person and shit like that. But that shit. It gets hard.
Overbearing.
It gets overbearing, overwhelming. It just makes you like want to give up. You know what I mean? Like so, I'm glad. This is my first episode back into the second season, y'all. I almost gave up, but a nigga is still back. I'm so proud.
Shout out to Steve because he just motivated me to upload next week.
No, bro. No, you better upload. You better upload. I'm doing your ass about it.
I'm doing your ass about it too. Going through it right now.
So yeah, if that like more like what we talking about over here, like if you ever like going through whatever you're going through, don't give up. Yeah, you know what I mean? We all like everybody sitting on this couch right now. We all go through our stuff differently. You know what I mean? But like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta like I don't know. I just gotta be like mentally strong.
Yeah.
About this shit, especially in your 20s. We all in our 20s, and I know in your 20s you can get lost as fuck. You get lost as fuck, but don't get lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just like start putting yourself out there more. Talk to people. Don't be scared. I gotta take that. I gotta take that advice. It's so easier said. That's why I had to say how I just said it because I need to take my own damn advice, man.
I know, right?
So
like, what he's saying is true. Like you get to a point where you learn enough, where it's just like one option's better than the other. Yeah. And the giving up option, it's so much.
It's gonna hurt either way though.
So much worse.
Yeah.
You gonna hurt, but I'm telling you that hurt and you giving up is gonna be 10 times worse.
Man.
So don't feel bad. Listen to John Cena, my nigga. Well, he just gave up. He trying to turn it up.
We're not
gonna talk about
it. I know
but
shit
I'm saying like, always stick true to yourself.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Is only gonna go two ways, especially your life. Live it. Like, do you? If you feel like something's wrong or right, look at it and make your decisions. Because if you don't make your decisions, you don't keep going forward. What the fuck is the point of you being here? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you to not be here. I'm telling you to be real, like be upfront, straightforward to you.
That's real.
Everything not gonna be granted. You're not gonna see it like how your vision was. You know what I mean?
No,
the complications is gonna make you stronger.
You a human, bro. So it's only gonna be harder. So
yeah. I feel like to speak on that, you always gotta know your worth too.
Yeah, like, you gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth, especially like
learn too.
Yeah. Know your worth.
Dealing with
that's dealing with everything though. That's dealing with family, friends on the side of you. That's dealing with work, all that. Like you just gotta really know your worth, and you know what I mean. Listen to your peers. Listen to your peers though too. Listen to your peers though, cause like you're not always right. You know what I mean? It's probably something that you probably, could be working on within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just to like to better yourself. I don't know. I always look at it like better
Keep
myself.
open
Like,
there. Be open
yeah,
minded.
like
you don't
be
gotta,
open
you don't gotta
minded.
base all your decisions
Yeah.
on other people. You don't gotta agree with them.
Right.
But never be closed minded because that'll get you.
No, for real shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep you so stuck. I swear to God.
Yeah,
That's gonna keep you so stuck.